of today's analysis, which is going to be on commodity currency pairs, which are AUD/USD, NZD/USD, and USD CAD. And then shortly after, my colleague is going to come on and wrap the second half of this market color session for us. All right, so let's see what we have happening in the market this morning. For the sake of those who are new to these sessions, what you see on your charts are indicators that I'm going to be using in today's analysis. So, of course, some of us will not have these indicators on our charts. That is fine. What I implore you to do is to take note of the certain levels, certain price points we're looking at, mark them as zones on your chart, and then wait for price to get into those zones. And of course, add your own analysis, get extra confidence, extra confirmation, and take advantage of the market. Okay, so starting off from AUD/USD H4 time frame, what do we see? The first thing we want to determine is the trend, right? And we are clearly in a very, very downtrend, regardless of what you use to trade. Indicators, price action, this is clear to all of us. Downtrend. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame now, what do we see? What trend is this? Now, as at Thursday, remember, we were also in a very strong downtrend and we have marked out certain level or certain price point, wanted price to reverse into. The first price point we marked out was in here, our momentum being our first POI to continue the sell. And then the second one was the trend, right? But preferably, if we're looking to sell high, we want to wait for price to get back into the trend first so that we can now begin to maximize it all the way from the top. Now, that does not mean this level might not hold. It could if this sell trend is a very, very strong movement trend. All right, so now that we have that in mind, price is currently inside one of our POIs on the H1 time frame. So it's currently in our POI. And then the second POI, which price could trade into, is now all the way here, which is our trend. So the first one, price-wise, is 0.62059, and then the second is 63384. Okay, so now that I have my H1 points of interest, the next time frame I'm going to is the M5. And I'm basically going to mark out 4 levels that I'm going to be watching out on AUD/USD as well, specifically on the 5-minute time frame. For those of us who have joined us a couple of times, I'm sure you know them by now. So the first one is yesterday's high. I'm going to adjust this because, okay, yeah, this could serve. This is yesterday's high. This is where the market eventually traded into. All right. And then the second high we're marking is now the day before yesterday's high, which is already marked in a way. So remember the H1 momentum that we marked out, 62059. It is in confluence with our day before yesterday's high. Okay. Third level point I'm now marking out is the third level point I'm marking out is yesterday's low. And then I'm going to finally mark the day before yesterday's low out as well. All right. So remember, we are looking to see if price is going to respect the current POI or if it's going to trade all the way back to the trend first before we see sales. So for us to know if that's 1 hour POI, specifically the trend is going to be respected, we're going to want to see price break above all of these zones. Now I said that price already violated these different zones and it is headed to the momentum again. It already got there the first time and then it reversed and then this is the second move. So this is now a point of interest for us to see what would happen. It's either it breaks above, gives us a retest, and then it's going to keep on buying. And buying to what level? It's going to buy all the way in here, right? Or it respects the resistance that has already been printed there and then continue the sell-off and continue the overall trend that we see in the market. Now, based on what price does at that 5-minute time frame, it should now determine if I now choose to take a reversal trade, meaning that I'm not going to be looking to buy AUD/USD back into the zone before I continue the overall trend. Bear in mind that I said reversal, right? So it might not be suitable for everyone. Or I'm just going to keep waiting for price to get back in here first and give me entries for me to continue the sell-off of AUD/USD. But yes, this is my perspective on this asset class. If this is clear, please let me know. So on the H4 on NZUSD, I'm just basically repeating what I did on AU. What trend is this? We're clearly down, right? Even if you go on the daily time frame as well, clear downtrend. So we're looking to sell. Okay, so where do we want to sell from? You always want to sell high, buy low, right? Fine. So now that we have that in mind, we're backing out our points of interest. The first one, which is the momentum price, is already in there as well. And then the second one is our trend. Second one is now our trend. Okay, so straight to the M5 time frame to see what price is doing in this particular session and know what we are waiting for. This just gives me a clearer view, right? Okay. So first, I am marking out yesterday's low. The day before yesterday's high. So yesterday's low and day before yesterday's low are in the same zone. So I'm just going to leave this markup so our chart does not look too clustered up. And then the third level I'm now marking out is yesterday's high. Okay, so price already violated through our NZUSD 5-minute POIs, but it is currently at the H1 first point of interest, which is our momentum, 56163. It is currently here. We traded into that zone before, reacted off of it, bounced down, but then it has come back here, found support. We already have a resistance that has become or should become support. Now, is price going to break through our first H1 POI and trade into the trend, which is now where we would see opportunities to start to sell high from? We're going to be watching. So right now, this is my interest. Let me see what price does at this zone. Break above retest, give continued formation of structures to the upside. I may be interested in taking a reversal trade all the way into, in a second, all the way into my H1 trend, right? But if it does not, then, and it breaks below, right, I'm going to continue the sell-off. So something I do to even try to be sure that the sell-off has resumed so that I'm not caught in the middle is most times I like to wait to see if price is going to violate all of these levels. If price starts to sell and violates these zones, then I may jump in for a sell and say, okay, the sell wants to continue. However, before that happens, if price breaks above, I'm buying NZUSD back into my trend before I now continue the overall trend. The buy is a reversal trade. All right, so USD card. Please, is this clear so far? Before I start the USD card, just let me know if this is clear and helpful to you. Am I making sense, please? I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing as well. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know.
Yes, it's clear.
Is it clear, please? Kindly confirm. Sheon, Temitope, Mr. Sheyi, Oladipo, Ayelni, Perkasa, Desi, Coach Terry. I need your feedback, please. Let me know if this is clear so far to you. All right, thank you very much for your feedback. So USD card now, daily time frame, what do we see? We're clearly in an uptrend. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Right, H4, what do we see as well? Clearly buying. Okay, so overall predominant trend is to the upside. So what do we now want to do? We want to continue. If we are respecting the trend, we want to buy low. At what point do we buy low? When price reverses into a premium zone. This is now the first POI that we're watching out for because price has already broken and retested. The ball could have served as another POI. So this is the next point of interest that I'm interested in. Okay, so now that this is, I know this is where I'm looking out for. What is M5 showing me? Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So I marked out yesterday's high and low, marking out day before yesterday's high and then day before yesterday's low. All right, so price is currently at the final POI on the M5 time frame, but momentum is already pointing upward. So right now, I'm just playing the waiting game on USD card. or either you break below here and reverse all the way into the H1 trend, which is all the way down here. You see the space between. Now, the reason why I'm even comfortable taking these reversal trades is because from where price currently is to where the high is significant. So if I have a 95 pips difference between where I currently am and where I expect price to reverse into, I'm comfortable going in for a 45 pips trade. Right, so just take half of that and I leave because the market, you don't know where markets can start to continue the trend from. So now that I see about over 90 pips difference from here to here, and I'm on the M5. Now, I do not encourage everyone to take reversal trades though. I'm only comfortable taking reversal trades because I've seen this play out several times, and that's why I'm comfortable doing that. And of course, my risks in taking these trades are not the same as the trend following trades. I give myself about 2-3 shots, and don't go well, I'm out. I just wait for the trend and to play along with the trend. So you could wait for the trends as well. The points we marked out for the trend continuation trades, and then we'll take advantage of that. This cold is kind of affecting my voice. All right, so on the USD card, price is day before yesterday's low. It is now doing all of this here. So am I going to see something like this? And a retest, and not just a retest, consecutive structures being broken to the downside indicators. This is what serves as my break of structure using the Donchan. These things you see looking like staircases. So am I going to see break of structures to the downside continuously? If I do see that, then I'm going to be comfortable taking a reversal trade back into the trend. If not, then I'm going to keep waiting for a good enough opportunity so I can trade along with the trend, most preferred. All right, and that's pretty much my perspective and my bias on these three asset classes. You can also quickly go through Finviz. Thank you, sir. You can quickly go through Forex Factory or Forex Live specifically to look for the dollar correlated news releases, and then serve that or use that as an extra additional bias for whatever asset class you're looking for. If you're trading dollar correlated pairs, of course. So Forex Factory is there, Finviz is there as well, and Forex Live. All right, so thank you so much for being engaging in this session. Shortly, my colleague CJ is going to come and do the second half, so please do not go anywhere. We're going to reconvene by 2, but CJ is going to share more details on that. Thank you for joining. Thank you for engaging. Cheers and God bless.
I know they do now.
I know call seekers. I just like come and
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the market color for today, the 14th of January 2025. We're going to be looking at the dollar. All right, so we're going to have a twist today, and we render due apologies for that. We'll have a twist where we'll be looking at the dollar, and then we look at Euro USD and GBP USD. I know we're supposed to look at Nasdaq, US 30, and S&P 500. But we'll just take that quick spin, and by the New York session, we'll resume with the normal schedule. Okay? All right, so looking at the dollar quickly in the next few seconds, you'll see my screen on the dollar index. Now, looking at the dollar index, we are seeing the retracement that we spoke about yesterday playing out, and we expect it to just give us some discount levels before we continue the expansions to the upside. So you can see where the dollar is headed. The dollar is headed to the downside as we're trading. So one place that I'll be looking forward to seeing the dollar get to is let's draw a quick flip from here. So this being the swing low, and here being the swing high. You can see that 50 to 61%, there is a fair value gap right there, double fair value gap to the left and to the right. So that is interesting for the dollar. So let me quickly highlight that to see it from here. Okay, so this level right here, let me delete this previous one. So this level right here, I suspect could be a target for the dollar. So we might see some dollar retracement to this level before we continue buying. Now, while that is happening, you can also see that liquidity has been built around here. All these lows right here, they could be swept before price continues trading above. So I'm looking out for something like this, trading to this level, and then continuation to the upside. So this is what I'm looking out for on the dollar index. So as we're expecting a sell on the dollar index, clearly we'll be expecting the opposite on Euro USD and the likes, right? So on Euro USD, if you remember yesterday, I highlighted something out here where we want to see Euro USD trade to a left shoulder. On the 4-hour time frame is very clear. We're going to look at that shortly. And then on the daily time frame, we can draw a quick flip so that we'll see, so you can see that this place is at a premium level and it's a good place to sell from. So we're expecting a Euro USD. Sorry about that. We'll be expecting a Euro USD sell to the downside from this level. Okay. All right. So that is that. And then let's switch to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing that this could possibly be a left shoulder, and then price could trade off from here, or price could trade from this level right here after sweeping this liquidity. So for Euro USD this week, I would be expecting a buy from what I'm seeing the price doing currently. I expect price to sweep this liquidity and then trade into this level, then fall. Okay, so something like this. This one I'm expecting to play out on Euro USD. So for today, I'll be looking out for a buy from this current place where Euro USD is. Supposing price did not come back all the way to this level right here. Okay, if price doesn't come back to this old low right here, then I'll be expecting a buy from where price currently is. But then the level right below there is a good place for liquidity to be swept because it would have taken the low of Asia. Not taking the low of Asia, we would expect an expansion to the upside. All right. So that is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. Now let's quickly look at GBP USD. Now, GBP on the daily time frame, we're also expecting a buy. It might be a bit more deep, unlike Euro USD. For GBP USD, at most for the daily time frame, we're going to draw a quick flip from here all the way here, right? And then one of the levels I'm looking out for is possibly this origin or other block right here. Can just mark the whole of the other block and delete the old markup since it has played out. Yeah. So this is all the things I'm expecting on GBP USD. We trade into this other block and then a sell off afterwards. And for that to happen, we're going to see some buys. Right. So yeah, I'm into this level and down is where I'm expecting GBP USD to buy to. Right. So the buy for GBP USD might be a bit more deeper compared to that of Euro USD. Another place we can look out for is this breaker block right here because price came sweep this high and then swept this low. So these are the two places I'm expecting GBP USD buy. And then for intraday, I'm expecting to see a quick sweep of the Asian low. Right, so this is the low of the Asian session right here. So a quick sweep of this low and then continuation back to the upside. So this is something like this. So this is what I'm expecting on GBP USD. So once I see price sweep this low, I'll be looking for my buys on GBP USD. You can also target this other block as a point of interest below the Asian low. All right, so this is like my good setup for GBP USD. Once price sweeps this place into here, I'll be taking my buy for GBP USD all the way to the upside. Okay, so that will be all for now, and I hope you're able to replicate these markups on your various charts so that you'll be able to take advantage of it when they finally play out. So overall, I'm expecting a buy on GBP USD, and then I'm also expecting a buy on Euro USD. These buys have their targets above for a continuous sell of the daily trend. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time. We're going to convene by 2 p.m. Nigerian time, GMT+1, so that we continue with the market call and give you a recap of what happened in the morning versus what we're expecting to continuously happen in the New York session. Thank you very much once again. Wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and God bless, guys.